Hello, friends. Welcome. Salo Mason, happy home. About 10 years ago, one morning I was driving to work and I had the radio on, and they were, the talk show hosts were asking people who believed in a zombie apocalypse to call in. They wanted to talk to you. And of course, a woman called in and she said that she had all kinds of survival things. They set up a little like mini panic room. They had all kinds of survival gear and stuff for her and her family. And she absolutely positively believed that this was going to happen. And one of the questions that the show hosts asked her was, how do you think this is going to come about? How are we just going to magically wake up one day and people are going to be zombies? And she believed, as the general consensus, I guess, has been, that zombies were going to come about by way of a virus. That a virus was going to infect people, it was going to kill them but not kill them, and they were going to come back. Now, it just sounded legit, like, okay, well, that's maybe the most obvious and reasonable explanation. I mean, that's how people explain vampirism, is by saying, oh, it's a virus and it makes you want to drink blood. Well, I realized recently that she's right about one thing and maybe not right about another. And she was right about the zombie apocalypse upon us, that it's a real legit thing. But the delivery system, it's not a virus. It's social media. I recently joined TikTok, and it was on TikTok that I realized the zombie apocalypse is upon us, and it's been upon us ever since the onset of social media. Social media is turning everybody into zombies. Back in the old days, and I mean old days like, when my parents were young, their idea of decompressing after work was to come home and sit down and turn on the local news or the national news, grab a newspaper and get the news. With the invention of social media, people are turning that on and listening to social media. And of course, social media is not a fact-finding outlet. Anybody can have social media accounts, and anybody can say anything that they want, and you can post and repost and share all kinds of stuff, anything on social media, whether it's right or not. And we have begun to program our brains to limit itself to memes and shorts and AI videos, things that have no basis in fact, things that aren't real, but they're mushing our brains and creating walking meat suits without the ability to understand right from wrong, legal from illegal, to understand how our universe works or how our nation's government works or even your local governments. We have an intellectually suppressed society because everybody is going on to social media. And instead of turning on the news or reading an article or a newspaper, they're coming home, they're putting their feet up, and they're turning on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever your social media addiction is. And it is an addiction. We know it is. So as we become more dependent on anything and everything that can be said whether it's right, wrong, good, bad, legal, illegal, dangerous, safe, we are generating less and less brain cells and less intellectual ability. And social media is turning us into social media zombies. It's not the cell phones. It's not YouTube. It's social media. And I learned this and realized this with TikTok. People are creating these lovely animated, very clever video shorts with their opinions, and they're just random shoots of opinions, and then it goes away. It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. And if you like what that video is, what it contains, then you just blindly share it. You blindly follow. And what do zombies do? They blindly look for brains to eat. Problem is there's not a whole lot of brain around anymore. So yeah, when I read these posts and see these things, these little video quips, these memes, these posts, and some of them are deliberately meant to be funny. They're meant to be ostentatious. They're meant to be personal opinion. They're not based in fact. And not everything in the world has to be based in fact. Art isn't based in fact. Opinions aren't based in fact. There's no factual way dictating how we live our lives, decorate our house, wear our hair, etc. You get my drift. But because it takes no effort, no brain power, no brain cells to click like and share, we are becoming zombies. Look around your living room in the evening after school and work. How many of your family members are in that living room, and what are you doing? You might have the TV on, you might not. And if you have the TV on and you're listening to news, it's more than likely a news outlet that you believe, that you're comfortable with. You're not going to listen to news outlets that you don't like. I mean, I do. I force myself to listen to MSNBC and ABC and CBS. I force myself to listen to that because I want to hear the other side of these crazy, crazy things that are happening in our world. But for the most part, you're sitting next to your loved ones on a couch with TV on and your phone in your face. And what are you doing? You're scrolling social media. Why? Because social media is a way to combat boredom. But it's mindless. And you're not growing neurologically or intellectually by being on social media. There was a time when people would have to sit and watch whatever was on TV, whether you liked it or not. You know, your parents, they ruled the roost. So, you know, you got a wide variety of programs and news and different things. Before cell phones and social media and the internet, we had to read books. We had to go outside and play. We had to garden. We had to clean our house. We had to take care of business. And all of those things needed our full attention. And we weren't distracted. So we focused more. We immersed ourselves in our projects more. But nowadays, unfortunately, we don't do that. And that's why schools are starting to ban cell phones. And some states are banning social media for children of certain age groups. because it's not only bad and addictive, but it's preventing them from immersing themselves in the meaningful learning in their day-to-day journey through school. Those states are trying to prevent generational zombieism. Because zombieism is a brainless, soulless meat suit, but the meat suit is still animated somehow. And it just wants to kill or, and eat brains or whatever they do. Now, I don't have a panic room or survival kits or anything like that. Excuse me, just Dave. I'm sorry, that poor woman I listened to on the news was pretty funny. I don't have any of that protective measures because I'm confident that even in my current health state, I could still outrun a zombie. If not, I got an axe and a few things up my sleeve. So we may actually be in the middle of a zombie apocalypse right now. A zombie apocalypse of brain rot. Soulless, meaningless lives. And I know it's hard to put that phone down and go out and ride that bicycle. I know it's hard to put the phone down and leave it in the house while you're gardening. I know it's hard to put that phone down and hold your husband's hand, snuggle on the couch and watch a movie. It's hard. It's very hard. I know it is. I get that. But it has to be done. Because we are turning into zombies. If we're not already there. And I'm confident that there are zombies out there because I encounter them on social media all the time. Just food for thought. Brain food for thought. And until next time, do good and be good.